Okay. Okay, sorry the last video was long. Looking at my notes. Wonder if I could get my cat to bite me on the head. If she'll come and sit on my lap, and if I completely ignore her, she will stand up and open up her mouth and just bite right down on my head. She's done it, I don't know, probably a dozen times. I've had her about 5.5 years. She's an interesting character, that's for sure. Okay, looking at my at my notes here. But yeah, back to times where I thought I would have to quit my job because I felt so lousy. That was what? My hypoglycemia hit me in April of 2004, and I was dog tired, and well, I didn't know I had Lyme's disease then. And at one point shortly after then, I thought I was gonna have to quit working and sell everything and go on disability. And I felt better after a little while, but with the other times was July 2014 and in January of 2015 that I just felt so lousy. I thought I'd have to quit working and sell off most of my possessions and maybe even some of my trains here. I don't know, my trains are worth $1,000 or $2, but you really do, special things that you own, you really don't want to sell them if you don't have to, because some doctors will tell you that it'll just be another blow, emotional, mental blow to you if you sell something that was special to you. And my trains are special to me, even though they're special, they are a physical possession. Oh, okay, looking through notes again. Yeah, a lot of stuff was covered in my first video that I published, put on YouTube January of 2014. So, but my doctor has told me, Boyd, you do have chronic Lyme's disease. And chronic Lyme's disease is just harder to treat. And but I've seen my doctor. I saw him, I think, March of this year again, June of this year, then early August of this year, and then I saw him just about 10 days ago or so. But the longer that you have Lyme's disease, the less markers that will be found in your blood when you get a blood test. So if there's less markers in your blood from antibodies or whatever, it'll be harder to get that diagnosis, and without a diagnosis, a doctor cannot prescribe antibiotics to a person. So, but I am thankful that whatever strain of Lymes I got is much milder than some of the strains of Lyme's disease that is out there. There was a basketball player. I think he was a very good college player. I don't know if he had became a pro basketball player, but he caught Lyme's disease about 2 years ago, and he died the summer of 2015. He had it 2 years and it killed him. So, when in March, when I talked to my doctor about taking 2 antibiotics, we weren't sure that the antibiotics would do anything. If you have Lyme's long enough, you can get to a point where you can't treat it. But I literally, in the last at least 2 years, I have had times where I felt, okay, I felt so lousy. I thought, am I going to live another year? Am I going to live another 5 years? I might as well stop putting off projects and see if I can finish building projects. So I'll start a project, lose interest in it, and stop half or 3/4 of the way into it. I think it was January of 2012. I started building a pedal-powered cart, a 4-wheel cart, and when it's done, it's going to have all 4 wheels are going to steer. Steering kind of like a 4-wheel steer farm tractor or a 4-wheel steer riding mower, but it's also going to be 4-wheel drive, and I did it in the basement of this house, and then we had to clear out the basement because Mom and I both had too much stuff down there. So it was about 3 years ago now that we had to clear out the basement. So the pedal cart project went to my storage, and there it sits. But I have bought some more parts for it, and I'll put it on YouTube when I get it finished. But how many minutes? 7 minutes 45 seconds. Yeah, my other cat just jumped up on the bed. She's Siamese. She's an old Siamese cat, and she has trouble with her eyesight. Her eyes are almost always dilated unless it's really bright in the room, so she can't judge distances very well. But she's really sweet. She's just an unbelievably sweet cat. She's so sweet that at about 6 or 7 in the morning, she comes and starts nudging my face and licking me and trying to wake me up. And I don't like doing anything to upset her, but I got to the point where I said, okay, get, and she has to leave the room. Usually she'll leave the room by herself when she knows I'm upset. Otherwise I'll pick her up, put her out of my room, and close the door so I can sleep, because I work second shift and I need to sleep. Oh, that's something else I didn't cover. In the last video is what? I've been on a prescription grade vitamin D3 pill since 2008, and that has helped me immensely. Another thing about Lyme's disease is sugar. Lyme's disease feeds on sugar. Cancer also feeds on sugar. And I haven't been able to kick sugar. My doctor doesn't want me to touch it. But I replaced the Dove chocolate bars with Cliff Cool Mint chocolate bars. And I eat them to give me some more energy to handle my job. I work with a bunch of young people that are, most of them are half my age, and I just need the energy to be a good worker. Otherwise they could just hire someone younger than me and replace me and say, goodbye, Boyd, bye. But anyway, I've done some looking up on the internet about Lyme's disease. There's other people that have read about it a lot more than me. You can get lost in that. Some people are big believers in candida, which candida is another word for stomach yeast infection. And my doctor really doesn't believe that that really is common or a big issue. But there are other doctors out there or natural medicine practitioners that see candida everywhere, here, there, and everywhere. But please forgive me for rambling in these videos. Another reason not to delay treating your Lyme's disease is it affects your brain. I've had trouble with my memory, trouble concentrating. I really can't read a book anymore. I get lost, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 10 pages into a book. It just all turns to mush to me. The last book that I started reading was The F Word, and F as in family, by Louis Anderson, and that was quite an interesting book to start reading, but I didn't finish it. I have several other books I'd like to read, but I think until my Lyme's is fully treated, it would be worthless for me to start reading another book. I do read my magazine articles. I'm on Facebook. I do go on my smartphone a lot. Excuse me. But anyway, trying to think of what else. Yeah, cat. Yeah, she's, I think they call this breed of cat a tortoise shell. Another word is dilute calico. I think there's yet another word. She's calico, but there's something different with the genes, where the colors, where the oranges, they're a lot dimmer than on a calico. Regular calico cat it's a really orange color, but she loves getting my attention here. Well, I probably shouldn't ramble on anymore, but if you know someone that's got Lyme's disease or some other sickness, cancer, please have them drink at least 6 to 8 ounces a day of Naked brand juice. They have many different flavors. This one is Green Machine. This one's mostly fruit. I love drinking this one. They do have another flavor that's the dark green, but it's all vegetables, and I don't like the taste of it. But this is a 64 ounce container. That's a half a gallon. I buy these at Walmart for $7.87 a piece. It's a lot cheaper than the little bottles you see in gas stations. But I honestly believe this stuff has helped me to be more healthy. I have food sensitivities, which I've had since the late 80s. Apples is one thing I don't handle very well. When I get these, the top, about 1.5 inches, the color is a lot lighter. Well, that's, I think, that the apple juice. So I take the top off. I pour off the lighter juice until I get to the darker green, and then I drink what's left. But I'm trying to think if I forgot anything else. Drinking this instead of my cold or flu that I get in the winter lasting cold lasting 4 to 6 weeks, that the flu affects cough and stuff lasting 6 to 8 weeks. Since I started drinking this juice, I might have a cold for a week, maybe 10 days on the high side, and the flu probably maybe 2 weeks before it's fully out of me. But I truly believe this stuff has helped my immune system to work. Just like your car needs gasoline or diesel, if it's a diesel, to function, your body, your immune system, needs the vitamins and the essentials for it to function. And there's no sugar added. I have no connection to this company at all. I have called them a few times to ask questions. The government went after them a few years ago, claiming that they actually put sugar in this, and I don't believe they put sugar in this. It is sweetened with apple juice. But the government, they have assholes working in the government, and sometimes they just go around and make an accusation against a company that is in reality doing nothing wrong, and they shake them down for fines. So that's our government for you. Please forgive me, I just swore there about a minute ago. Okay, what else? Metronidazole, minocycline, drink a lot of water. What else? Eat vegetables. Get the heck away from soda pop. Soda pop is terrible for your stomach. Get away from corn syrup. I think in my first video in January of 2015 I talked about I have trouble with wheat. I cannot eat wheat. If I ate three slices of bread or a muffin or something within about an hour, I wouldn't be able to drive. My mind would be so goofy. I essentially would be drunk. So I do not eat wheat. Well, I think that's all I got. Also, if you are a family member or a friend or married a person who has Lyme's disease, please don't tell them it's all in their head. Don't tell them that they're faking it. Don't tell them that they're imagining things. I heard that from my family. Oh, you're faking it. You're just faking being tired. And, I heard so many things. About a year ago, one of my brothers helped me work at my storage for a couple hours. He helped me build a storage shelf. I've been getting rid of stuff. I started selling off projects around December of 2012, after my doctor first mentioned Lyme's disease. I've scrapped 2 pickup trucks. I've sold some garden tractors I wanted to fix up and run. Sold a whole bunch of attachments and other lawn equipment goodies that I had, and I literally I think I've sold probably half the stuff I had in storage, if not at least a third, since December of 2012. But I'm kind of a pack rat, as you can see. I need to clean off my train layout. Well, we're up to 21 minutes for this video. I think I've covered everything I can mention. Get enough sleep. Make sure you get enough sleep. If you haven't gotten any blood work done in a while, go to a good doctor. Get some blood work. Get your vitamin D level checked. Get the basics checked. Yeah, my vitamin D level was very low. My testosterone level is low. It's borderline to the level where my doctor would treat it. But now, one of my brothers who lives down in Rochester, Minnesota, he's talked to at least one, if not more, doctors that work at the Mayo Clinic and suggest not treating low testosterone, because one guy told him that we're essentially in the Stone Age of treating low testosterone, and some people are getting cancer from treating testosterone. So I'm not going to be treating that. Deer tick bite. Working computer. Mm. 23 minutes. Keep a sleep chart. If you're having trouble sleeping, keep a sleep chart. Just get some graph paper and mark days and then hours. Write down your sleep, but please get enough sleep. Your body heals. Excuse me. Got a little bit gas there. As you sleep, your body heals. If you're not getting enough sleep, it's going to be harder for your body to heal. Right, cat? Yep. I'll have to try that one day. Just completely ignore her. That would be I think that would be a neat video to put on YouTube. Except I think I'd want to copyright it, so nobody would steal it and copy it from me. Maybe I could get a few million hits if I got a video of her standing up on her back legs and biting me in the head. But anyway. Yeah, you're annoying, but you're a sweet cat. Most of the time. She's kind of a jerk to the other cat, because she wants to get all the attention from me. But now it's usually the other cat sleeping on the bed either by my feet, or maybe she'll sleep next to my head sometimes. Some nights, both of these cats will sleep on the bed with me. If I've been having a bad day or something, it just, I don't understand, but somehow these cats will know when I'm having a bad day. The funny thing is when I get home and park at my parking spot, which is about 60 feet from the front door of the house, my cats start acting different. My mom notices them acting different. And my vehicle isn't loud. I have a little 4-cylinder truck. The exhaust is stock, but somehow these cats know when I am home. But anyway, well, cat, should I stop the video? We're at 26 minutes. Well, thank you for listening. I apologize for rambling on and wandering around on this video. It's probably not well put together, but if you have Lyme's disease, please treat it. Go to a Lyme literate doctor. Search for one, Google one, and give it a try. Hopefully you will feel better, because this disease can kill you. It does kill people. It's not a good disease. Anyway, thanks for watching. Come on, cat, get out. Another trip to the bathroom.